Welcome, my dear Whispers. I am your Tarot Master, Tarot Whisper. Today's theme is a love message for singles, your romantic future in the next 3 months. If you are single and wondering what's ahead in love, take a moment to set your intention. If no one comes to mind, simply relax and let the universe guide you. Now, I will channel your energy into the tarot cards and carefully select them. Everything is ready. Here are 5 cards. Use your intuition to choose one. Once you've made your choice, leave a comment with your card number and tap like. This will help strengthen the flow of good fortune. Click the pinned comment on the timeline to instantly find the reading for your chosen card. Now, let's see what love has in store for you. For those who chose number 1, your card suggests that an exciting romantic development is on the horizon within the next 3 months. The key card here is the Devil. And interestingly, another Devil card appears to represent your state of mind. This card carries the keywords desire, temptation, and attachment. In love readings, the Devil often signifies being drawn into physical relationships or feeling an irresistible attraction despite knowing rationally that it may not be the best choice. Even if you recognize that a particular romance is not ideal, you may still find yourself deeply captivated, indicating the potential for an overwhelming force at play. If you are currently single, you may soon encounter a dangerously alluring romance. The intensity of your emotions could be strong, so it is important to be mindful of your emotional control. In actual readings, when the Devil appears, it frequently suggests an attraction to someone who may not be an ideal match in a realistic sense. This could mean developing feelings for someone you know you shouldn't, becoming infatuated with someone met in a formal setting, or even experiencing a sudden, intense fascination with a celebrity or public figure. The issue with the Devil in love readings is that it often indicates a relationship driven by intense physical attraction rather than deep, pure love. It could be a passionate, fiery romance or a sudden infatuation, but that doesn't guarantee longevity. The imagery on the card depicts 2 people bound by chains, symbolizing the risk of falling into an addictive or obsessive connection. You may find yourself unable to control your emotions, leading to a situation where rational thinking becomes difficult. For some, an online encounter may lead to a rapid deepening of connection. However, there may be obstacles in meeting frequently in real life, or you could become so engrossed in the relationship that you lose sight of rational judgment. Alternatively, you might become deeply immersed in one-sided feelings for someone. If you are looking for a short-term, exciting romance, or wish to embrace this kind of experience, the Devil suggests that such an opportunity is indeed coming your way. However, if you are seeking a serious, long-term relationship and want to take the time to truly get to know your partner, this card serves as a strong warning. You may find yourself irresistibly drawn to someone without realizing it, but the feelings might be fleeting. You could be particularly attracted to someone with a powerful, seductive aura or an intense physical presence. Additionally, if you find yourself drawn to celebrities or public figures, you may become deeply infatuated, spending significant time and money on fan activities such as purchasing merchandise or attending events. This is something to be mindful of. However, there is a way to channel this energy in a healthier direction. Rather than being swayed by temptation, you can instead become the one who captivates others. By shifting your focus, you can harness the strong energy of the Devil to create a situation that works in your favor. This card not only signifies being drawn to someone, but also highlights your potential to be a source of attraction yourself. In other words, this could be a period where your personal charm and magnetism intensify. During this time, It will be beneficial to enhance your strengths and minimize your weaknesses. Just like experiencing a surge in peach blossom luck. It is a term associated with heightened romantic attraction. Your allure is likely to stand out more than usual. The message of the devil reminds us that everyone possesses a powerful charm and the ability to attract others. If you channel this energy positively and constructively, rather than being influenced by external temptations, you can become someone who naturally draws others toward you. For the next 3 months, discovering and embracing your own unique charm will be essential. There is no one in this world without appeal. Some may have striking facial features, while others may stand out due to their physical traits. Some possess exceptional expertise in a particular field. The key is to consider how you can bring out your strengths in the most effective way. When thinking about job hunting or career changes, there are 2 main strategies. One is to highlight your strengths, and the other is to compensate for or minimize your weaknesses. Emphasizing strengths is the more commonly thought of approach, bringing your most outstanding qualities to the forefront. On the other hand, minimizing weaknesses doesn't simply mean covering them up. Rather, it involves demonstrating the lessons learned from them and showing your potential for growth. Which strategy works best depends on the situation. However, based on the cards drawn for those who chose number 1, the message is clear. Do not focus on your weaknesses, maximize your strengths. Hiding weaknesses only brings you back to neutral, but what truly matters now is amplifying your positives. Instead of dwelling on shortcomings, it is crucial to make the most of your strengths and build confidence. If you boldly showcase your charm and abilities now, you will attract those who are drawn to that energy. The final card in this reading depicts 2 people sitting across from each other, playing the piano together. This suggests that within the next 3 months, someone may approach you with an offer to collaborate on something, whether in romance, work, or a shared project. Some may straightforwardly express romantic interest, while others may seek to grow closer through professional or creative endeavors. In such moments, stepping forward with confidence is key. Think of playing the piano. One person may take the lower notes while the other plays the higher ones. If you declare, "I'm great with the high notes, so I'll take that part," with confidence, you naturally highlight your strengths and make yourself stand out. When you do this, someone is bound to be captivated by you. They will feel, "I want to be alongside the person who chose number 1." As these connections grow, they have the potential to develop into a beautiful romantic harmony. Additionally, the card representing the person who may approach you suggests someone with an artistic or creative sensibility. A person with refined perception who will recognize that your self-expression is not just about showcasing skills, but also a sign of your natural charm and magnetism. Over the next 3 months, take the time to refine and express your unique appeal. Actively putting yourself out there will ensure that the right signals reach the person you desire. The energy is aligned to ensure that your message will be received. That concludes the reading for those who chose number 1. Let's wrap up our reading here, Whispers. If this reading has brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like. Together, let's move forward toward a brighter destiny. Poisonous mushrooms are often vibrant and beautiful, aren't they? We live in a world where appearance and reality can be vastly different. Just like with poisonous mushrooms, we must always be cautious of people, things, and events that may seem alluring on the surface. Rather than being deceived by external beauty, develop the ability to see through to the essence. When you feel tempted, stay in control of yourself. The poisonous mushrooms of this world are becoming more dazzling and more potent. If your heart ever tells you something isn't right, trust that instinct without hesitation. Whispers, we are undoubtedly on the path to a better destiny. For those who chose number 2, your cards indicate a strong possibility of meeting someone new within the next 3 months. The key card is the Hierophant, while the flow of events is represented by the 6 of Pentacles. The Hierophant features a figure connecting 2 people, and the 6 of Pentacles also depicts a central figure distributing gifts to 2 others. This recurring theme suggests that an intermediary will play a role in bringing you together with someone new, whether through a person or some other medium. Some of you may meet someone through a friend's introduction or an arranged meeting. However, the intermediary in this connection does not necessarily have to be a person. You might encounter someone through a dating app, at an event, or in a group setting. Rather than an entirely unfamiliar person, this is likely to be someone you gradually become acquainted with through a shared environment or circumstance. For students, this could be someone you naturally grow closer to through group projects or academic activities. For working professionals, it could be a colleague you see regularly at your workplace or in the same building, or perhaps someone you interact with through business dealings. The key theme here is that this meeting will have some form of connection. There will be a common link that brings you together. However, when a connection is formed through an intermediary, the attraction may not be immediate or overwhelming. Especially in work-related interactions, the nature of the relationship often requires maintaining a certain level of formality. As a result, you might not initially feel a strong emotional pull. Even if introduced through mutual acquaintances, you may find yourself thinking, "They're not bad, but I don't feel anything special." Yet, today's cards emphasize one crucial message. Do not rush to conclusions. Instead of hastily cutting off potential connections, allow relationships to unfold naturally at their own pace. There is no need to fall in love immediately. What matters now is expanding your social network and keeping an open mind. One distinct feature of both the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles is that they depict two individuals on equal footing. This suggests that the person you meet may share similarities with you in terms of age, life stage, or values. This common ground could serve as a natural starting point for conversations and a gradual deepening of your bond. Thus, rather than seeking instant sparks, focus on keeping the door open to new connections. Even if romance does not blossom immediately, a meaningful relationship could still develop over time. Let things flow naturally, and take the time to truly understand the other person. For those who chose number 2, today's reading suggests a significant new encounter within the next 3 months. However, this meeting is unlikely to be marked by intense passion at the start. Instead, it will likely evolve into a comfortable and reassuring connection. Interestingly, the Hierophant features 2 male figures, while the Six of Pentacles depicts 2 female figures. This further suggests that the upcoming encounter will be based more on mutual respect and a sense of familiarity, rather than immediate romantic attraction. You might feel that the person is a good match or easy to talk to, but without a strong initial spark. Additionally, the supporting cards drawn today are the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that this encounter may hold a fated significance. The very presence of this card suggests that the next 3 months could serve as a major turning point in your romantic life. This meeting is not merely a coincidence, but rather a meaningful encounter with someone who shares important commonalities with you. For this reason, when you meet someone new, even if you do not feel an immediate spark, it is crucial not to make a hasty decision. Instead, consider the possibility that this meeting might have a deeper meaning beyond mere chance. Approaching the situation with an open mind may reveal something significant. Furthermore, the Moon card has also appeared, depicting a new moon in Pisces. This symbolizes the beginning of a new cycle. Pisces, known for its strong intuition, possesses the ability to naturally attract fated partners when they come into one's life. This suggests that you are now entering a period where a destined connection is approaching. Another important message from this card is to take your time and reflect. Even if strong emotions are not present initially, observing and understanding the situation objectively over time will help you realize how well this person aligns with you. As you discover more shared values and common ground, the connection will naturally deepen. The defining trait of this person is described by the keyword pure child. This individual may have limited romantic experience or relatively little exposure to the complexities of social interactions. Like a delicate flower nurtured in a greenhouse, they may possess a pure and untainted perspective. As a result, you might find yourself needing to take the lead in the relationship, guiding them in aspects of love, affection, and communication. However, if you embrace this dynamic with patience and understanding, it could lead to an ideal and fulfilling relationship. This person is also characterized by their sincere and straightforward nature. They do not view words or actions through a distorted lens of doubt. Rather, they take things at face value with an open heart. They are not someone who plays mind games or strategizes in relationships. Instead, they are direct and honest in their approach. When this person enters your life, recognizing and appreciating these qualities will help you build a smooth and meaningful connection. In the next 3 months, you're likely to meet someone through a mutual connection, or perhaps someone who shares many similarities with you. This person may not ignite an instant spark, but they will bring a sense of comfort and sincerity into your life. They won't play mind games. They'll be honest, straightforward, and genuine in their intentions. Even if there is no immediate surge of emotion, this relationship may grow into something truly irreplaceable over time. Keep your heart open and be ready to embrace new connections. That concludes the reading for those who chose number 2. Let's wrap up our reading here, Whispers. If this reading has brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like. Together, let's move forward toward a brighter destiny. Poisonous mushrooms are often vibrant and beautiful, aren't they? We live in a world where appearance and reality can be vastly different. Just like with poisonous mushrooms, we must always be cautious of people, things, and events that may seem alluring on the surface. Rather than being deceived by external beauty, develop the ability to see through to the essence. When you feel tempted, stay in control of yourself. The poisonous mushrooms of this world are becoming more dazzling and more potent. If your heart ever tells you something isn't right, trust that instinct without hesitation. Whispers, we are undoubtedly on the path to a better destiny. For those who chose number 3, we must first talk about the Moon card. This card signifies strong transformation. Like magma bubbling beneath a volcano, your romantic energy is steadily intensifying. Just as water in a kettle gradually heats up until steam escapes, you may not see visible signs yet, but a major shift is approaching. The Moon also carries the meaning of irreversible change. In other words, your romantic situation now and what it will be 3 months from now are likely to be completely different. The key theme here is transformation. Additionally, 2 High Priestess cards appeared in today's reading. This suggests that many of you may secretly have feelings for someone or have been quietly harboring an interest in a particular person. It may not be a deep, heart-wrenching crush, but perhaps a subtle thought like, I think I might like this person. If this resonates with you, then within the next 3 months, this connection is likely to be fully resolved. Whether you are longing for someone, hoping for a reconciliation, or waiting for someone to reach out, the High Priestess signifies quiet patience, but also signals that the time has come for change. This suggests that whatever emotions you've been holding on to will likely be sorted out without hesitation or regret. There's a saying, the best way to forget someone is to meet someone new. Without a significant trigger, it can be difficult to let go of the past. But based on today's cards, it seems that new energy is already flowing into your life. The final card drawn is the Fool, which represents the start of a new journey, boundless possibilities, and embracing the unknown. The imagery of a figure reaching out to a dove, a symbol of peace and love, suggests that fresh, positive energy is heading your way. In other words, just as you are preparing to let go of past emotions, someone is likely to start showing interest in you. However, it's worth noting that the cards drawn today, Temperance, the Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, all depict figures with their eyes closed. This could be seen in 2 ways, either a desire to turn inward, staying grounded rather than being influenced by external signs, or a recognition of something important while choosing not to respond right away. Considering this flow, those who chose number 3 are likely to receive clear signs of affection from someone within the next 3 months. However, rather than immediately responding, you may find yourself taking time to reflect. You might ask yourself, is this person truly right for me? Or should I take more time to think this through? Nevertheless, the signs from this new person will be undeniable. And as these signals grow clearer, your attachment to past relationships will naturally fade. Some of you may currently be in ambiguous relationships, waiting for someone to reach out, or simply feeling that nothing significant has happened in your love life for some time. But the shift from the open-eyed energy of the High Priestess to the closed-eyed energy in the coming months suggests a profound change is on the horizon. This does not mean you need to react immediately. Instead, this is a time for you to pause and embrace a sense of emotional clarity. For instance, someone you usually see in passing or consider just an acquaintance might suddenly express interest in you, treating you differently than others. Alternatively, small remarks or actions might take on deeper meaning, leading you to realize, this person may have been thinking about me all along. This person, judging from the overall flow of the cards, has likely been thinking about you for some time. There are signs that they have been contemplating when and how to send signals of their interest. However, with the High Priestess appearing in your spread, they may have found it difficult to approach you. The High Priestess exudes an aura of calmness and mystery, often appearing reserved and hard to read. Because of this, the other person may have been wondering, the person who chose number 3 is truly wonderful, but how can I get closer to them? As a result, your romantic patterns are shifting in a distinctly new direction. The message here is clear. Rather than focusing on someone you currently have in mind, it is better to open yourself to new possibilities. If you have been holding on to feelings for a specific person, the presence of the High Priestess suggests that little movement is likely from their side in the near future. However, if they are truly meant to be in your life, fate will create the right timing, naturally drawing them back toward you. Over the next 3 months, someone you did not expect may have already been preparing to approach you, or may already be sending subtle signs. When this happens, you will likely find yourself deeply reflecting on the situation. The reading concludes with the appearance of the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. These cards do not signify an immediate happy ending. Rather, they suggest a period of stepping back and carefully assessing the situation before making any major decisions. Within the next 3 months, you may feel that rather than rushing into anything, it is best to take your time and evaluate things with a clear mind. This person's interest in you is undeniable, but there may be factors to consider. Perhaps you share mutual acquaintances, work in the same environment, or are part of the same social group, making the situation somewhat complex. Because of this, rather than reacting impulsively, you are likely to take a step back and observe the situation objectively. In conclusion, the next 3 months will be a time to maintain emotional balance while remaining open to new encounters. Trust in the natural flow of events and allow yourself the space to see where things lead. That concludes the reading for those who chose number 3. Let's wrap up our reading here, Whispers. If this reading has brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like. Together, let's move forward toward a brighter destiny. Poisonous mushrooms are often vibrant and beautiful, aren't they? We live in a world where appearance and reality can be vastly different. Just like with poisonous mushrooms, we must always be cautious of people, things, and events that may seem alluring on the surface. Rather than being deceived by external beauty, develop the ability to see through to the essence. When you feel tempted, stay in control of yourself. The poisonous mushrooms of this world are becoming more dazzling and more potent. If your heart ever tells you something isn't right, trust that instinct without hesitation. Whispers, we are undoubtedly on the path to a better destiny. For those who chose number 4, the next 3 months will carry an energy much like that of a swan. When you think of a swan, it appears graceful and calm on the surface, yet beneath the water, it is paddling furiously. Similarly, while you may appear composed and at ease externally, internally, you might be dealing with unspoken emotions, subtle maneuvers, and hidden conflicts. The key card in your reading is the Moon, depicting a figure with their eyes closed, resting their hand on their chin in deep thought. Below, a dog and a wolf howl toward the moon. The dog represents familiarity, loyalty, and security, while the wolf symbolizes primal desires and untamed attraction. In love, these energies manifest as the tension between a stable, comfortable relationship and an intense, physically charged romance. Right now, you seem to be caught between these extremes, quietly struggling with your emotions without outwardly expressing them. Additionally, the Moon card often signifies a crossroads or a moment of indecision. You may find yourself torn between two very different individuals, or you may be scrutinizing a single person, weighing their appealing traits against aspects that give you pause. Because the Moon represents confusion and uncertainty, you are likely to face a situation in which you must make a decision about a romantic connection, yet the right choice may not be immediately clear. For example, you might be growing close to someone in a professional setting, prompting you to reflect on the nature of your relationship. Alternatively, you could meet someone through a dating app or an introduction and feel the need to carefully assess whether they are truly a good match for you. You may also find yourself wanting to pursue romance, only to second-guess your timing, causing an internal push and pull between desire and hesitation. Overall, while things may appear quiet on the surface, this period is likely to bring significant internal conflicts regarding love. These struggles are not arising out of nowhere. Rather, they stem from specific people or situations that are triggering deep contemplation within you. Just as the dog and the wolf howl at the moon, you may find yourself intensely preoccupied with certain individuals or relationships. Furthermore, the supporting cards drawn, the Hermit and the Lovers, reinforce this theme. This combination suggests that while your romantic desires are being stirred, you are reluctant to act impulsively. There may be someone who strongly attracts you, but instead of rushing forward, you are likely to retreat inward, analyzing the situation carefully before making any moves. The Two of Wands appeared twice in today's reading, signaling a time of stability on the surface, but a growing desire for change beneath it. In the card's imagery, one figure looks out from a high place, surveying the horizon, while another gazes outside from within a home. This represents a psychological state of feeling settled yet sensing that things cannot remain the same forever. The desire for transformation is building. For those who chose number 4, this means that within the next 3 months, you are likely to encounter someone who stirs your instincts, triggering a deep internal conflict. Even if you outwardly maintain composure, strong emotions and uncertainties will likely arise within you. Today's reading strongly highlights your inner struggles and dilemmas, rather than simply describing the traits of another person. The key message is that your emotions are about to go through a roller coaster of shifts. You might find yourself in situations like this, meeting someone new while still holding on to feelings for another, leaving you emotionally torn. Or suddenly feeling drawn to someone in a way you never have before, making you question whether this connection is truly right for you. You may even find yourself wondering, am I just feeling lonely? Or, do I really see this person for who they are? These deep-seated uncertainties are likely to emerge within the next 3 months. The final card drawn is the Queen of Swords, representing rationality and high standards. Meanwhile, the supporting card, Nine of Wands, suggests heightened caution and a defensive stance. This indicates that you may struggle to make a clear decision within the next 3 months, potentially extending an ambiguous relationship or choosing to wait and see before acting. In such a situation, maintaining a mindset of, I will take my time and not rush into anything, will be crucial. However, based on today's cards, your emotions may become quite complex, leading to stress and a desire to seek advice. Still, with the moon as a central theme, external opinions may not necessarily provide clarity. Instead, this is a period where you need to turn inward and find your own answers. For the next 3 months, expect a period of subtle exchanges and undefined connections. a resolution is unlikely to come immediately. Instead, the prolonged nature of these relationships will give you time to reflect more deeply. If a situation remains unclear, forcing a quick decision may lead to regret or lingering doubts. Since ambiguity will persist for a while, it is better to embrace patience and allow yourself the time to understand the situation fully. The final card's imagery shows a masked figure kissing the back of a hand, a gesture of clear affection, yet shrouded in mystery. This suggests that while romantic signs will appear, they will not yet develop into a fully established relationship. Instead, this period is more of a prologue to something greater. Directly confronting the other person with, "What are we?" or rushing a decision may not be wise at this stage. As you move through this phase, relationships will naturally take shape, and by the end of 3 months, some clarity will emerge. For now, avoid overanalyzing or forcing conclusions. Let things unfold at their own pace, and observe how the dynamic evolves. That concludes the reading for those who chose number 4. Let's wrap up our reading here, Whispers. If this reading has brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like. Together, let's move forward toward a brighter destiny. Poisonous mushrooms are often vibrant and beautiful, aren't they? We live in a world where appearance and reality can be vastly different. Just like with poisonous mushrooms, we must always be cautious of people, things, and events that may seem alluring on the surface. Rather than being deceived by external beauty, develop the ability to see through to the essence. When you feel tempted, stay in control of yourself. The poisonous mushrooms of this world are becoming more dazzling and more potent. If your heart ever tells you something isn't right, trust that instinct without hesitation. Whispers, we are undoubtedly on the path to a better destiny. For those who chose number 5, your cards indicate a very high likelihood of a new romance beginning within the next 3 months. If this were a personal reading, I would confidently say, it looks like you're about to start a new relationship soon. However, your reaction might be one of surprise, thinking, that can't be possible. Because right now, something in your heart seems to be holding you back from embracing love. This obstacle may be different for everyone, but a common thread could be past romantic experiences. You might still hold on to feelings from a previous relationship, an unrequited love, or an unresolved connection. Heartbreaks or past disappointments may have left a mark, making you more hesitant and cautious about opening your heart to new love. Another possible obstacle could be your current situation. You might feel like there's simply no room for romance in your life right now. Maybe no one is introducing you to potential partners, or perhaps you're not actively looking for love, making it hard to imagine how something could suddenly begin. It's as if you're sitting in a quiet cafe studying, and I tell you, a new love is coming soon. You might look around and think, how? I'm just sitting here, and everyone else is busy with their own lives. But that very disbelief reflects the energy you are currently in. However, the key card today is the Fool, card 0. The card of a brand new journey, stepping into the unknown, and infinite possibilities. This suggests that a completely unexpected change is coming, opening up new romantic opportunities. Additionally, the Moon card appears, symbolizing the resolution of personal emotional conflicts. Supporting this, the presence of a full moon in Cancer signifies a time when emotions reach their peak. This combination suggests that past romantic wounds and lingering emotions are beginning to heal, allowing a shift in your love energy. For example, starting a new hobby could lead to an unexpected romantic connection. You might unexpectedly cross paths with someone from your past, reigniting something new. Or a change in your work or daily routine could open the door to fresh encounters. There is also movement energy present in this reading. This doesn't necessarily mean that you will be the one moving. It could indicate that someone new will enter your environment, or a friend may introduce you to a potential romantic interest. This means that the obstacles that have been blocking love in your life are about to be cleared, and as the Fool suggests, you are stepping into a new romantic cycle. Additionally, the influence of Cancer energy suggests that this new love will involve someone who is emotionally sincere, and values deep connections. Since this is a full moon period, it's a time when emotions are at their strongest. So, in the next 3 months, you're likely to meet someone who is deeply caring and emotionally in tune with you. Or perhaps, someone with these qualities will play a meaningful role in your life, gently guiding you toward a new romantic beginning. The Fool card shows a dog walking alongside him. This suggests that someone is always present in your love life. However, at first, the Fool may not notice the dog's presence. Similarly, you may not immediately recognize the signs of romance around you. In the Fool card, the dog makes itself known by barking, prompting the Fool to turn around. Likewise, your love life will reveal itself through clear signs, making you more aware of its presence. Psychologically, today's reading also includes the Two of Swords, which depicts a figure with a blindfold. This symbolizes that you may not be seeing the romantic possibilities before you, or perhaps you are intentionally closing yourself off. This means that within the next 3 months, signs of romance are likely to appear. However, if you remain guarded, you may overlook them. On the other hand, if you are open, the flow of love is clearly indicated. Deep down, we all desire connection and relationships, yet on the surface, we build walls. The fear of separation and the anxiety of getting hurt often cause us to hesitate. We convince ourselves that no good partner will appear, and eventually, we start saying, maybe I don't need love after all. But if you continue with this mindset, even someone standing right beside you may pass by unnoticed. The final card of today's reading is the Five of Pentacles. The figure in this card is outside in the snow, holding a flower. Ideally, he should move to a warm place before the flower freezes, yet he keeps his head down, unaware of his surroundings. The advice of this card is, the help you need is closer than you think, but unless you seek it, you won't realize it's there. In other words, over the next 3 months, the signs of romance will be near. Someone may appear directly before you, or there may be someone who connects you to that person. However, if you dismiss the idea, saying, "That's impossible," or "I'm not thinking about love right now," you may end up missing this opportunity. For the next 3 months, keep your heart open and be ready to embrace new experiences. Someone meant for you is already in place, and the moment of meeting is waiting for you. Today's cards strongly affirm this message. That concludes the reading for those who chose number 5. Let's wrap up our reading here, Whispers. If this reading has brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like. Together, let's move forward toward a brighter destiny. Poisonous mushrooms are often vibrant and beautiful, aren't they? We live in a world where appearance and reality can be vastly different. Just like with poisonous mushrooms, we must always be cautious of people, things, and events that may seem alluring on the surface. Rather than being deceived by external beauty, develop the ability to see through to the essence. When you feel tempted, stay in control of yourself. The poisonous mushrooms of this world are becoming more dazzling and more potent. If your heart ever tells you something isn't right, trust that instinct without hesitation. Whispers, we are undoubtedly on the path to a better destiny.